Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a full review on the new Pat McGrath Bridgerton 2 collection. I have two lipsticks and the eyeshadow palette. I absolutely skipped the blush because that packaging is just not me. I really am so influenced of how things feel and look and how they make me feel when I hold it in my hand that I was so turned off by the packaging. And honestly, I never liked the original packaging. I didn't like the way it felt, and I felt like there was a lot of wasted space. Also, this is just not really my style. But yeah, I skipped that, and I already have a lot of blushes, and I knew I wasn't gonna use that. So the eyeshadow palette looked pretty and the lipsticks looked really pretty. So yeah, we're gonna do 3 looks with the new eyeshadow palette, and I'll try the lipsticks on for you. So if you're interested, continue watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Tania, and I'd love for you to subscribe down below if you enjoyed the channel. Okay, so this is how the packaging looks like. This is the volume 2, and here's the old one. I actually prefer the new coloring more, and just overall I like this better because I don't like the bow here. I think it looks a little childish. And then when you open it up, this is the color scheme. So when I first saw the reveal, I was so disappointed. I was like, literally, I took that off. This looks just like her first palette. I was just like, are you kidding me? More pinks. And I still feel a little bit that way, but I do like that she gave us this color right here. This is more of that gold green almost. We'll swatch it. And this is more of a minty shade, but look at these. Like this one here. It's hard to do it in the viewfinder. This one and this one, they look awfully similar. So these are the palettes, one next to each other. And I want to swatch this first because I didn't touch it. I'm going to swatch them all like on my hand because there's only 6 shades. I should have enough room. Okay, so these are the shades. And when I saw this shade, I hope you guys can see it, I got so excited online, and this shade looks really nice. It's more of a green, definitely, like olivey green that has a gold sparkle in it. Let me swatch on my other hand the other Bridgerton so we can compare it. So here are both swatches. I kind of try to swatch the ones that would match most. And obviously these colors seem to be very similar. The blues are different. We obviously have that like green gold in there. The light ones are very similar. Even the pink ones, I feel like you did not have to have another of that pink. And obviously the bottom ones are very different. So they are different, but I do think that there are very like 3 colors that are quite similar to each other, where like we really could have had something new and more exciting that's not pink. I do hope you guys can see just how beautiful this bottom shade is. It is so sparkly and glowy, but like a light color where it can be more wearable. I love it. It has so much sparkle in it. So, you know, I definitely think that the tone overall of the palettes are different. But again, I wish there was just a little bit more diversity in those 3 shades that are very similar. And then I bought 2 lipsticks. Here they are. I actually kind of like this packaging, even though you have the bow. I just feel like it works better in a lipstick. And now I wanted to compare it to her original one. This is smaller, this one, and it feels lighter and cheaper. Now the price is also cheaper, so I'm not mad about it, but that's just worth knowing that you're not gonna get this nice luxurious packaging that feels expensive. This definitely feels cheaper and lighter, but it's still cute. And this is the color Venusian Peach. I was actually quite excited about the nudes that she came out with. And I will swatch this. I haven't swatched it yet. I love that. I think I'm more excited about her lipsticks right now than the eyeshadow palette. And then this one is Négligée. Ooh, the formula seems really nice and creamy. Kind of like her, like luster. Is that what they call it? Her luster formula. The colors are absolutely beautiful and I'm very excited to try these on. I am going to try the lipsticks on actually to kind of get it out of the way. This is the peach one and let's put this on and see how it feels. I love that color. It's light and I feel like most people will want to have a lip liner with this, but it's a beautiful color. I love the undertone. I feel like I need a lip liner on my top lip, but it feels so nice. I feel like they're a little lighter than her other lipsticks, but in a good way. Like my lips still feel like they have enough pigment to them, but it feels very light, almost like a balm. Let me see if I can. I wanted to see if I could build it up a little bit, and I feel like you can kind of build up the color. That is beautiful. Okay, let me take it off and try the other color. That peach shade definitely is one that I would love to wear like in the center of my lips or with a lip liner. I think it's very pretty and comfortable. Okay, so let's try this one. This is the Négligée. This is almost like my lips, but better. I love that color. I love the undertones because they're not too pinky, not too peachy, not too cool tone or warm. Like they're beautiful, kind of summery colors, good nudes. I think these are my favorite Pat McGrath colors. I feel like me personally, I don't vibe well with the Pat McGrath lipstick colors. I like the formula, but the colors never worked for me. And I feel like these are finally working for me and I really like them. I love the formula as well. I feel like it's very soft, but it has pigment. It's not too shiny where it's like a lip gloss. It's definitely a lipstick that's very comfortable. I'm gonna add the peach one right on top. So pretty. I love that. I'm gonna put a little bit of lip liner just to define my top lip. I put just a little bit of kitten right on the top, Cupid's bow to define it. But I think it looks so pretty. I'm excited about these. I'm gonna keep that on. This was the outer packaging, by the way, if you're interested. I forget that many people care so much about that. And I care to an extent, but not lipsticks. I never keep the lipstick packaging. I keep like this kind of packaging. Okay, let's move on to the eyeshadow. Now what I'm gonna do this time around is I'm gonna go with the more intense colors first, and I'm gonna do a softer look after, just because I'm gonna wear that look the rest of the day. It's early here, so I am going to start with this. I'm probably gonna focus on this color, on this look. I'm gonna take that pink and put it in my crease. Tap all the creases there. Like this is still such a pink color. Like it has slightly peach undertone, but it's still a pink color. I wish I would have another transition shade, just because there's so many pinks in every Pat McGrath palette. And I'm going to do very simple. I'm just going to take this one and see how it works all over the lid. Looks like a beautiful color. I'm going to put it with my finger, of course. This is a very pretty color. And then I'm going to take that brush again and blend in that color into the crease to soften it up. Then I'm going to take this color right here and put it in my outer corner. Now I like the color combination between these two colors. Actually, I think this would be pretty as a halo eye because of the color combination. But I want to do a halo eye with this green color, so I'll just keep it like this. But I love that combination. I'm going to take the big brush and just blend those two together. And then I'm going to take this one more time and make sure that this green teal color, mint color I would say, is nice and intense and blends into this one. Now when I applied this one, the teal definitely kind of fluffed away a little bit, but that's okay. Just keep going back and forth. And I kind of like that look, that it's just a little more spread out. In the inner corner, I'm going to take the bright color right here and just brighten that inner corner and bring it in a little bit. I want the transition to where it's not just all blue. Get a little bit of this color to blend it in. On the lower lash line, I'm going to take the deepest color and put that on the outer area. And I'm looking straight, that way I can kind of follow where this color's going. And then with a fluffier brush, I'm taking the lighter pink and just blending this out a little bit. I am going to leave it like this. I'm not going to bring that blue on the lower lash line. I think it's pretty, wow, this was like so fast. Fallout is minimal. I barely have anything. One thing that I'm going to just blend in a little bit more is this right here. I think it's just a little harsh. So I'm taking this brush with nothing else on it and just going over and softening that up. I am going to leave it here. I'm going to put mascara on and show you the finished look. So this is the final look, and I'm actually so surprised at how much I love it. I think it's so easy yet pretty and kind of something fun, but still wearable. I think it's really fun. I really like this color right here, that like purpley eggplant almost like with that mint color. I think it's really pretty. The mint color is not that super shimmery, textury color that Pat McGrath has. It's more of her just like metallic color. Like it's a very intense, but it doesn't have a ton of texture in it. It's beautiful. I just wanted to mention that it's one of her softer, shimmery colors. All right, moving on to number 2, which I'm very excited because I'm gonna use this one right here. I kind of wanted to do this look all over, but I think it would be much for like therapy with my daughter. Okay, so I'm gonna take the lighter pink. I feel like that's my only crease color that I could actually use, and this one I will do more of a halo eye. Let's clean that, and then I'm gonna start more in the middle and bring it in, almost like a rounder look rather than a little bit more of a V like this. So I'm adding most of my product here and then blending it out. And this color is just to have some sort of a transition. Then I'm taking this color right here and I'm going to put it in the outer area and in the inner. My suggestion when working with like deeper shades like this, just go slow, build layers. It's so much easier to add more color than take it away. So if you go in with way too much color, it's harder to blend out. Also, it may just be too deep. In the middle, I'm gonna take this beautiful shade right here. Ooh, I'm so excited about this. I am bringing it much higher than you think because I want it to be seen even when I have my eye open. I don't know about this combination. I think it can look a little stark, but let's blend it in. I definitely need to put a little bit of that sparkle on top of it because this color is pretty, but I don't think I'm in love with the combination of the colors. I'm going to take the lighter pink and blend in those two colors. I am going to take the sparkly one next and put it on top of that. I think it needs it. Yes, that made it. I'm kind of tapping it all over. I'm not really interested to have that color necessarily showing as the main color everywhere. I just want the sparkle and effect from it. I definitely think that really helped the look come together. On the lower lash line, I'm gonna kind of do the same thing that I did on the top. I still want that halo look and some of that color on the bottom. So I'm just taking the lighter pink, darker pink, and imitating what we've done at the top. There is quite a bit of fallout with that sparkly shade, which I absolutely expected. It's nothing unexpected when you have such a like shimmery texturey color. I'm taking this green. It's definitely green to me, like that has gold through it. And on my pinky, I'm taking the brighter shade and putting it right on top. It looks a little crazy now, but once we put the mascara on, it's gonna look really pretty, I think. On the inner corner, I'm gonna take the brightest shade or lightest shade and put it right here just to clean it up a little bit. I am not loving that color with the green. I think it's just a little bit too pinky. I wish this was more of a neutral bright color than a pink, but it'll do. All right, guys, I'm gonna clean up. There's some fallout. I'm gonna clean it up, put mascara on, and then show you guys the finished look. So this is the finished look. It's definitely a little bit more intense, more fun, more out there, and I like it. I think I would have smudged a darker liner on the lash line just to make it a little punchier, but I'm just literally gonna wipe this off and do my last look. But you can definitely get two very different looks with this palette. And I'm liking it. I really think that that sparkly shade made the look. Without that, I almost felt like it didn't match my skin. I think this greenish goldish color is fun, but I think it's gonna work so much better on medium to deeper skin tones. I'm more of a light skin tone, and I think that would look stunning. Like it'll just mesh in better with the skin. I still think this looks nice and fun, but I want to see it on deeper skin tones because I really think that it's gonna look stunning. But yeah, I definitely needed that sparkly shade on top, otherwise I didn't love it by itself. So this is the second look. I am going to go wipe all of this off and then come back and do the final look. I think I'm gonna stick with just a softer look. I'm always tempted to pull from this side, but it's from the other side. But I think I'm going to stick to this area right here. I do want to add just a little bit of this sparkly right on top of this one because I think that would look so pretty. Just at the base. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So much fun. I saw that, like, when I looked at the palette, I really saw that combination, but I wanted to keep it just a little bit focused on a mint color, but I like that even more. I think that brings just a little bit of sparkle and interest to this look. I think this shade is just making everything better, which I expected that since I saw that swatch. So, okay, I'll be right back. Moving on to look number 3, and it's gonna be a nice, soft, simple look. I'm gonna start with this pink right here. Many people ask me about my brush. This is a Studio Gear number 34 brush. It is a squirrel brush and it is incredible. I've had it for over 10 years, more. I've been married for 10 years, so probably like 13 years, if not more. I think it is one of the best big fluffy brushes for my eye shape. Now, if you have smaller eyes, I don't think this is great, but the way it blends in any crease color is incredible. I wouldn't use this one necessarily for more precise work. It's just more when you wanna clean and blend something out. I go for this color, not color, brush. I'm gonna darken up the look just a little bit. I'm gonna take the deeper shade. I actually really like the tone of this one, but a lot of product gets picked up. So I'm just gonna bring it in quite a bit, almost like an all over color. I mean, you don't have to do that, but I just want something different than just the outer corner. But look how fast that blended. This color really is really impressive at how fast and easy it blends in. Also, the fact that you can blend it out to be softer and not quite as intimidating as here. Taking that lighter pink, just cleaning up the edges to look almost like there's no beginning or end. I'm gonna do the same thing on my lower lash line. I don't want to smoke it out too much, but I don't want to leave it blank either. So this is the lighter pink that I'm using. And then I'm gonna take a smaller brush. This is more of a flat brush and going with a deeper shade and then blending that out. Next, I'm gonna take this shade that is so beautiful, pat some off and just put it in the center and then bringing it in and out. I think I want the main sparkle to be in the center and then kind of feathering it out with my other finger. I will be doing a more in-depth tutorial of just how I apply makeup for the eyes. I have had so many questions on how to use your finger, or what brushes do you use, or the techniques that you use, and I think that would be a helpful video mostly for people who are just struggling or just wanna find different techniques. The beauty with makeup is that there's so many techniques and that make a look so good that there's not one right way. It's just, you know, playing and finding different ways to make an eye look good. I want this pretty high up, so I'm bringing it towards my brow, taking most of this off because I don't want it to be too intense, but I do want it to almost touch here. That way it's kind of noticeable and not perfected. I don't want it just in one place. So I'm just gonna take the brush that I had a little bit of the pink on it and just blend it out. Easy, easy. In the inner corner, I'm gonna take this one right here and put it right here to brighten up. I do have fallout from that sparkly shade. And I should have left my concealer off. I just got distracted. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do next is just put a little bit of the liner. The one I'm gonna use is not this one. This one. This is from Victoria Beckham, and it's the Bordeaux one. And it has such a beautiful color to it. Look at that. I think it will work really well with the eyes. So I'm gonna smudge that right here just a little bit to define the eye, put mascara on, and show you the finished look. This is the finished look, and I think it's really pretty, really soft, but sparkly and wearable. I really like that deeper color. I like the undertone that it has and the way it blends in so nicely. And obviously that sparkly color is pretty much bringing this look together. So let me give you some of my thoughts on this palette. I like that the palette's smaller, so it's not quite as chunky as her like bigger palettes, which I think it's nice mostly if you just want to take this somewhere. I like the just print of this one better than the blue one. Just personally, I think it's just a little bit more chic. Also the coloring, I tend to go towards neutrals. Inside, the performance is incredible. Like there's not one shade that I would change the quality of. Now, color-wise, I do think this is different than the original one, but you have certain shades that are similar. So if you have the first one, I don't think getting this one will give you the same looks. I actually think it gives you quite different looks. This seems to be much more cool tone, and even the pinks that I use here, like this one right here is my favorite from this one. It has quite a lot of purple and more cool tones. This color right here is a sparkly like blue that has, it's just like a duochrome. It's beautiful. So overall, this is more pink than this one, and it's more cool tone. So I don't think you're gonna create the same looks because you have this mint color and this like gold olive color. I think it's different enough where like it's okay to get the second one. The sparkly shade right here is my favorite out of all of them. It is a stunner. I would buy this palette just for that color. I think it is one of the better ones that Pat McGrath has. It reminds me of her special shades from like other palettes, and the color for me personally, like I just love it so much because it's more wearable. This pink right here is more of a peachy pink. So it has some warmth to it. I really love the dark shade here. I think it gives a softer look, yet gives the depth to just whatever eye look you're doing. Like I have it right here and I really enjoy it. I think overall this is great. I really like it. I'm surprised because just overall when I've seen commercials or like ads for these palettes, I'm never attracted to them. But when I play with them and create looks, I really love them. With the Bridgerton first one, I didn't love it first time I used it, but then I kept catching myself just picking it up just because it has like beautiful easy shades for a more cool tone look. And I think this is going to happen with this one as well, where I'm going to want to reach for this because it has like really beautiful colors. This color, I want to say I was slightly disappointed. Not because it's not good quality, but just the color, the way it looked on me. Initially, I was like, no, I don't like that. Now, these colors together, like those two, I think they could go together, but I do think you need some skill to understand how to balance the colors a little bit better. But, you know, you can definitely use them together or separate. You know, putting this on top of this one, it's just, this color just makes everything better right there. It just gives so much more to the look. I'm talking about this one. I'm really terrible at showing you guys the colors. I'm gonna get better. And also the lipsticks are great. I love these lipsticks from her. I think the most out of all the lipsticks that I own from her. And I own quite a bit, but just the colors never worked well for me, and I really like these colors. Right now, I think they're combined. I have both of them. And I think it feels good. The color's there, it's moisturizing, and yeah, I love it. Now, I would definitely suggest you guys wait for a sale. Like, you will be able to get this like with a good discount. Maybe not that great 50% discount that we all hope we're gonna get our palettes. I don't know about that whole situation. If you don't know, Pat McGrath had like a glitch in her system, so a bunch of people got their big palettes for like under $50. I know I ordered mine, but it's been over 3 weeks and I do not have my palettes. I've emailed them a couple times and haven't heard back from them in a while. So I don't know if she's gonna cancel my order or fulfill it. I'm slightly not bitter about it, but I'm just like put off a little bit by that website, and I'm like, I think I'm just gonna shop at Sephora for her stuff. But Pat McGrath does run quite a lot of sales, so don't buy this full price. At least that's what I recommend, because the packaging's nice, but it's not worth that amount of money. However, the quality inside is great. And that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.